Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Padavikacharya Tutarasata Shishimad. His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Padavikacharya Tutarasata Shishimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhana Ki. Shri Shri Radha Kala Chanchi Dhama Ki. Vrindavan Dhama Ki. Shri Mayapur Dhama Ki. Jagannath Puri Dhama Ki. Yamuna Mai Ki. Ganga Mai Ki. Tulsi Devi Ki. Bhakti Devi Ki. Harinam Sankirtan Ki. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Sadhu Sangha Festival Ki. Shri Shri Radha Kala Chanji Ki. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Ki. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan Ki. Shri Shri Gaura Nitai Ki. Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Talian Bhagavatam. Just one, canto one. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari जयो गिरिवर धारी। जयो यशोदानन्दना जयो ब्रज जन रंजना। जयो यशोदानन्दना जयो ब्रज जन रंजना। जयो यमुना तीर वनचारी जयो कुंज बिहारी। जयो कुंज बिहारी। जयो राधा माधवा जयो कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। प्रभुपाद 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 जयो जयो प्रभुपाद। जयो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टो शत्र शत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna everybody, I would like to welcome you all for our today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we are reading from Canto 1 Creation, chapter number 9, entitled The Passing Away of Bhishma Dev. Today we're going to read out text number 5, 6 and 7, 3 together. So text 5 we will read all together, and 6 and 7 I will read by myself. Do you have something? Okay. Do you have phone to see on? Everybody? If not, okay. Tatra brahmarshya sarve devarashya satama 195. Shall we go it again? Okay. Tatra brahmarshya sarve devarashya cha satama rajarshya tatrasan drashtam bharata pungavam tatra brahmarshya sarve devarashya sata rajarshya tatrasan drashtam bharata pungavam. Please. Tatra brahmarshya sarve Vasya sarve devarashya satama rajarshya tatrasan drashtam bharata pungavan. Vaishnavis. Tatra brahmarshya sarve devarashya tatrasan rajarshya. Word to word meaning. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tatra, there, Brahma Rishyaha, rishis among the Brahmanas. Sarve, all. Deva Rishyaha, rishis among the demigods. Cha, and. Satama, situated in the quality of goodness. Rajarishyaha, rishis among the kings. Cha, and. Tatra, in that place. Asan, were present. Drashtam, just to see. Bharata, the descendants of King Bharata. Pungavan, the chief of. The translation and purport. Just to see the chief of the descendants of King Bharata, which is Bhishma Dev, all the great souls in the universe, namely the rishis amongst the demigods, brahmanas and kings, all situated in the quality of goodness, were assembled there. Purport. The rishis are those who have attained perfection by spiritual achievements. Such spiritual achievements can be earned by all, whether one is a king or a mendicant. Bhishma Dev himself was also one of the Brahma rishis and the chief of the descendants of King Bharata. All rishis are situated in the quality of goodness. All of them assembled there on hearing the news of the great warrior's impending death. Text number 6 and 7, I will read by myself. Parvato narado dhumyo bhagavan badrayayanaha brahadasva brahadvajaha shashiyos renuka sutaha vashishta indra pramada tritto gritsmado astiha kaka shivam gautama itrascha kaushiko atha sudarshanaha. It's a quite long purport. So translation, all the sages like Parvata Muni, Narada, Dhaumya, Vyasa, the incarnation of God, Brahadasva, Bharadvaja, and Prashurama, and disciples, Vashishta, Indrapada, Trita, Gritsapmada, Asita, Kaksivan, Gautama, Atri, Kaushika, and Sudarshana were present. Okay, so purport. Parvata Muni, because this purport is talking about whatever the names are mentioned here, it is a brief description about those rishis and demigods there, or all the great personalities. So the Parvata Muni is considered to be one of the oldest sages. He is almost always a constant companion of Narada Muni. They are also spacemen competent to travel in the air without the help of any material vehicle. Parvata Muni is also a Devarshi or a great sage among the demigods like Narada. He was present along with Narada at the sacrificial ceremony of Maharaj Janmejaya, son of Maharaj Parikshit. In this sacrifice, all the snakes of the world were to be killed. Parvata Muni and Narada Muni are called Gandharvas, also because they can travel in the air singing the glories of the Lord. Since they can travel in the air, they observed Draupadi's Swayamvara ceremony, selecting of her own husband from the air. Like Narada Muni, Parvata Muni also used to visit the royal assembly in the heaven of King Indra. As a Gandharva, sometimes he visited the royal assembly of Kuvera, one of the important demigods. Both Narada and Parvata were once in trouble with the daughter of Maharaj Srinjaya. Maharaj Srinjaya got the benediction of a son by Parvata Muni. Now it's a description of Narada Muni. Narada Muni is inevitable associated with the narrations of the Puranas. He is described in the Bhagavatam. In his previous life, he was the son of maidservant. But by good association with pure devotees, he became enlightened in devotional service. And in the next life, he became a perfect man comparable with himself only. In the Mahabharata, his name is mentioned in many places. He is the principal Devarshi, or the chief sage among the demigods. He is the son and disciple of Brahmaji. And from him, the disciplic succession in the line of Brahma has been spread. He initiated Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, and many celebrated devotees of the Lord. He initiated even Vyasadeva, the author of the Vedic literature, and from Vyasadeva, Madhvacharya was initiated, and thus the Madhva Sampradaya, in which the Gaudiya Sampradaya is also included, which is our also ISKCON, has spread all over the universe. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu belonged to this Madhva Sampradaya. Therefore, Brahmaji, Naradaji, Vyasa, down to Madhva, Chaitanya and the Goswamis all belong to the same line of disciplic succession. Naradji has instructed many kings from time immemorial. In the Bhagavatam, we can see that he instructed Prahlad Maharaj while he was in the womb of his mother. And he is instructed Vasudev, father of Krishna, as well as Maharaj Yudhishthira, Dhaumya, a great sage who practiced severe penances at Utkochaka Tirtha and was appointed royal priest of the Pandavas king. He acted as the priest in many religions, functions of the Pandava Samskara, and also each of the Pandavas was attended by him at the betrothal of the Draupadi. He was present even during the exile of the Pandavas and used to advise them in circumstances when they were perplexed. He instructed them how to live incognito for 1 year, and his instructions were strictly followed by the Pandavas during that time. His name is mentioned also when the general funeral ceremony was performed after the battle of Kurukshetra. In the Anusana Parva of Mahabharata, he gave very elaborate religious instruction to Maharaj Yudhishthira. He was actually the right type of priest of a householder, for he could guide the Pandavas on the right path of religion. A priest is meant for guiding the householder progressively in the right path of ashrama dharma, or the occupational duty of a particular caste. There is practically no difference between the family priest and the spiritual master. The sages, saints, and the brahmanas were specially meant for such functions. Bhadrayana, which is Vyasadeva. He is known as Krishna Dvaipayana, Satyavati Sutta, Prashraya, Prashratmaja, Bhadrayana, Vedavyasa, etc. So he has so many names here. He was the son of Mahamuni Prashra in the womb of Satyavati prior to her betrothal with Maharaj Shantanu, the father of great general grandfather Bhishmadev. He is a powerful incarnation of Narayana, and he broadcast the Vedic wisdom to the world. As such, Vyasadeva is offered respect before one chants the Vedic literature, especially the Puranas. Sukdev Goswami was his son, and rishis like Vishwampayana were his disciples for different branches of the Vedas. He is the author of the great epic Mahabharata and the great transcendental literature Bhagavatam. The Brahma Sutras and the Vedanta Sutras or Badrayana Sutras were compiled by him. Among sages, he is the most respected author by dint of severe penances. When he wanted to record the great epic Mahabharata for the welfare of all the people in the age of Kali, he was feeling the necessity of a powerful writer who could take up his dictation. By the order of Brahmaji, Sri Ganesh took up the charge of noting down the dictation of the condition that Vyasadeva would not stop dictation for a moment. The Mahabharata was thus compiled by the joint endeavor of Vyasadeva and Ganesha. By the order of his mother, Satyavati, he was later married to Maharaj Shantanu, and by the request of Bhishma Dev, the eldest son of Maharaj Shantanu, by his first wife, the Genjis, he begot 3 brilliant sons, whose names are Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura. The Mahabharata was compiled by Vyasadeva after the battle of Kurukshetra and after the death of all the heroes of Mahabharata. It is the first spoken in the royal assembly of Maharaja Janmajaya, the son of Maharaj Parikshit. So I will stop here and will share some of the knowledge because the purport is quite long. Please kindly, if you go home, just read it out by yourself. Then you will have the more information about the other remaining sages. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shrunevadi Pashatya Deshatane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this chapter has another name. What do we call this chapter? This chapter is also known by some other name. It's called Bhishma Stuti. It's called Bhishma Stuti. And Bhishma here, he's about to die in the battlefield. And he was shot by whom? His beloved Arjuna. He loved Arjuna like anything. So here, when Mahabharata was finished and Madha Yudhishthir was enthroned or being announced as the king of the whole world, he was the emperor. Emperor means the king of all the kings. That's been called emperor. Chakravarti Samrat. It's a Sanskrit name here. So when he was about to die, but he had all the 5 Pandavas, they have a Vaishnava heart. They loved Krishna. They lived their life according to the religious principle, according to the principles of Vedic scriptures. Okay, they never deny anything which is not in the scriptures. That's why and guess what? Who was associating with? The Lord himself. Lord Krishna himself. He was carrying their orders like anything, sometime being as a servant, sometime being as a messenger, sometime being like anything, like an elder brother, younger brother. Because Yudhishthira was elder to Krishna, and whenever Krishna comes and sees Yudhishthira, he always touches his feet. Isn't it astonishing that Lord Krishna is touching the feet of his devotee? It is such a wonderful, Many sages, their minds get bewildered. You say, Akhil Brahman Nayak, means he's the Lord of all the universe. Everything comes from him. Okay, when we go to the altar, make sure we don't touch anything by our feet because it's an offense. What to speak about, touching the arch of Vigraha of the Lord with our feet. But here, Lord himself is bowing down and touching the feet of Yudhishthira. How important these devotees are to the Lord. And Maharaj Yudhishthira, he was blaming himself. He says 64 crore, means 64 millions people, all the soldiers died in the battlefield. And he was blaming for himself. I wish I could have stopped this. But he did try it. Krishna himself tried. All the Pandavas, they tried best to stop the war. But who was eager to do it? Other party. Duryodhana and party. They were eager to kill by any means. Even though the last offer was, Duryodhana, give us 5 land. We are 5 brothers. We are Kshatriyas by our Varnashrama Dharma. We are not meant to beg. We are meant to rule. Just give us 5 villages. We will rule on that village. Whatever tax will come, we will live our life. We don't want anything. Even though after having so many wrong to all the Pandavas, they still were forgiven to Duryodhana and the party. But what he said? The land holds on the needle, I will not give that much land. Can you believe? I mean, how much land? I mean, a needle can hold a land. You know, he said, I cannot give him that much envy he was towards all the Pandavas and Krishna. And when he was blaming to himself, Krishna knew the heart of his devotee. He says, Yudhishthir and all of you other 4 Pandavas, let me take you to Bhishma Dev. This Bhishma Dev, who is he? He is one of the 12 Mahajana. Who are the Mahajanas? Who knows the science of Krishna consciousness. Who knows the science of Krishna. Bhishma Dev is one of the Mahajana. And when Bhishma Dev took the vow of being as a brahmacharya, and can you believe the demigods came and they were showering blessings and flowers upon Bhishma Dev. It was never happened in the history of Kshatriya, and it will never happen in the future. That a Kshatriya is surrounded by how many women or how many wives? Unlimited. Because his work is to deal with the ladies, with the householder things, with the property, assets, money, soldier. So he has to be surrounded by them. And he was there when he took the vow. It was never ever happened, and it will never ever happen in the future. He was the one and only and last. He took the vow. I will always remain a brahmachari, and I will rule the kingdom until the Pandavas get matured to take over the kingdom from me. He was the Grand Shire. And it says what was his age when he was on the battlefield? 300 plus, or 350 about. That old he was. But he was one of the powerful, that Kshatriya on the battlefield, that it says in the Mahabharata, when he was taking out the arrow from his quiver to shoot to the other party, it was looking like he is making a circle. Just like a circle. That fast he was, and he was 300 years old plus. I mean, the youngest, Arjuna and everybody got tired, sweating around in front of Bhishma Dev. He was unbeatable. He never ever got defeated. That was Bhishma Dev. But he was Kshatriya, and he was also Rishi. So the word is being used in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Raj Rishi. So that kind of people we need. The people who are Raja, who are king, and who are Rishis, who are by nature, they are saintly person. And he was both. He was both. And he was giving the pleasure to Lord Krishna in which rasa? We hear from Nectar of Devotion, there are 5 primary rasas and there are 7 secondary rasas. So one of the rasas that Bhishma was giving to Lord Krishna. Say it louder. Virya ras, chivalry, fighting. Have you ever seen, like in our childhood, or still we are, but now we are Vaishnavas, we don't do, in our school and college time and in our childhood, they used to pick a fight, naturally, just to enjoy, just to show how powerful they are, just to enjoy, let me check out how this boy in front of me, how powerful he is, just to make a mock fighting or just to enjoy the strength. Krishna also felt the same, and Bhishma did the service. He shot so many arrows towards Krishna, and his body was piercing by the arrows of Bhishma Dev. He was bleeding. Krishna was bleeding. But Krishna was enjoying. How he was thinking? He was thinking, my pure devotee, Bhishma, he is throwing flower upon me. That he was feeling. And let me tell you one more thing. Before throwing the arrow, that was his puja to Lord Krishna. You remember that in a canto, in chapter 1, when Bhishma Dev blew the conch shell. What is the sign of a conch shell? Why do we blow the conch shell? It is one sense, it is auspicious. Second, Like if we hear the conch shell and we are doing some service in the temple, and if is there conch shell being blown on the altar, what does it mean? What does it indicates you? Puja is going to start. Lord is going to be worshipped now. Yes? It simply indicates, like if you are doing some service, oh my God, altar curtain is going to be open. Let me go and run and see the Lord. The worship is going to start. And Bhishma Dev did the same thing. He blew the conch shell. For others, it's thought he's going to start the fight. Krishna thought, now he's going to worship me. He's going to worship. And as soon as the conch was blown by Bhishma Dev, he started the worship. He started throwing the arrows at Lord Krishna. And he was opposite side. He was the side of the enemy. But Krishna doesn't matter. A devotee, pure devotee, doesn't matter which side they are always meditating upon Bhishma Dev. Upon Lord Krishna. It's not that when we chant Hare Krishna, when we are trying to meditate upon the Lord, only we are doing it. Krishna also meditate upon us. Isn't it beautiful? It's called reciprocal. It's a reciprocation of both parties because we are going to establish a relationship. If I am trying to raise my hand upon you to shake hand, so you are also doing it, so the transaction has been completed. But if only I am doing it and you are not doing it, so what does it mean? That means you are not doing it. In the Mahabharata, it's the same thing mentioned there. When this battle was over, okay, and one morning, Krishna was meditating in his room. Suddenly, Yudhishthira Maharaj about to pass by the room of Krishna, and he says, Madhav, Keshav, what a wonderful scene I'm seeing. He said, what happened? I'm seeing you meditating, but you are the object of all the yogis. Whole world, everybody, great demigods, rishis, sages, everybody meditates upon you. But to whom you are meditating upon? And Krishna answers, I am meditating upon my dear devotee Bhishma Dev. He's lying on the battlefield. He's thinking about me, and I am thinking about him. So that's why chanting is so important. When we are chanting Hare Krishna, so we are trying to fix our mind on Lord Krishna's form. And in the same way, Lord also does it. But ye yatha mam prapadyante tamat deva bhajame aham. The way you reciprocate with me, I do the same reciprocation with you. He's always there. He's always thinking about us. The fault is from our side because we are not thinking him in every life. Every life we are missing out the point. We are only thinking about ourselves, our family, our needs, our desire, our, always. Not about Krishna. So we have to take this self-centered out and put Krishna-centered. We have to become Krishna-centered, Krishna consciousness, not self-consciousness. So Krishna has advised this five Pandava, let's go. Let's go to the battlefield and take the wisdom out of Bhishma Dev. Because it says in English, it's a Chinese proverb, when a sage dies, a wisdom of library also dies with him. Because it is the duty of the audience to churn the speaker. It is a duty of a disciple to churn the guru or the great saintly person. How to churn? Just to hold his arms and body and shake him like this? No, to ask questions, to be attentive, put some relevant questions so it will be beneficial for your life and it will be the beneficial for the entire humanity or entire world. That's what the whole sages were doing throughout the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. Whoever is asking question, they are not asking for themselves. They were asking for the whole humanity. And that's where here Lord is saying, come, Bhishma Dev is going to go. He is a great library of all the spiritual wisdom. Before he passes away, come over, let's take his association. Bhishma Dev later on in this chapter, we will read out or we will understand, he was speaking about Raj Dharma. What is the duty of a king? He was speaking about the dharma normally, spiritual dharma. He was speaking about the Varna Ashrama Dharma. He was speaking about the Stri Dharma. Can you believe it? A brahmachari is speaking about the Stri Dharma. No, but a brahmachari, a knowledgeable person, it could be anybody, whether it's a householder, whoever is weighted with the spiritual knowledge, he can give enlighten to any of the ashramas. That's what here Bhishma Dev was doing. He also spoke about Stri Dharma and many other dharmas. And guess who came to listen to him? The devotees who were much more senior to him. He was actually one of the Vasus. If you read Mahabharata, we'll find out he was one of the demigod. He was one of the Vasus. That's why he was so powerful. But the many senior sages to him, they also came to listen to him. Vyasadeva, Narada Muni, Parashara Muni, and many other, whatever as mentioned in this purport here, Gautama Rishi, many other came. Because he was so self-realized, because all those sages, they were not into where? Into the palace. They were not, they were already renounced. Whatever the name has been given here, all the rishis, they were already living in the forest. They were already almost detached. 90%, 80% or 100%, they were completely detached from the household life or material affairs, everything. But he was living among them and he was still practicing spirituality. How powerful the Bhishma Dev will be. Can you believe? The person, like many people says, okay, you are brahmachari, you are sannyasi, you don't have any householder life, so you got wisdom. Okay, one says, good, we got wisdom. But the person who is living in a household life, how much wisdom he will be that sannyasis and brahmacharis are coming to him and gaining the knowledge. Can you see the power of that person? How powerful he will be? And who is the personality in our movement who showed exactly the example like Bhishma Dev here? Srila Prabhupada. When Srila Prabhupada was in his householder life, he was running a business. And it has said, and I read somewhere, or I heard somewhere in the lecture also, when Srila Prabhupada was a householder, in some of his time, he was training brahmacharis and sannyasis also. Let me teach you how to preach. Can you believe it? A father of 3 or 4 children, running a business, being busy all the time outside the world, and these sannyasis and brahmacharis, his god brothers, Prabhupada saying, you come and sit, I will teach you. And they were sitting and taking guidance from Srila Prabhupada. And by seeing the beauty of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said that one day, Abhay Babu, who is Bhaktivedanta, whose time Abhay Charnarind, he will do himself alone. He doesn't need you all. And Prabhupada proved it. Can you see how powerful he was? How much time, being as a brahmachari sannyasi, we can give to the reading or to being attentive in the class to listen to the knowledge, and how much Prabhupada was there. He was working 8 or 9 hours outside, maintaining his family, maintaining his home self, and still he was practicing. How much knowledge he has gained. He was not an ordinary person. The same thing here, Bhishma Dev happened. Many sages came, and the same example, last year, when my Guru Maharaj, Kadamkanand Swami Maharaj, passed away, when he was about to pass, many great sages of our ISKCON, they came and visited. They came and visited him. And those who saw him live, passing away, they were all glorious. They were asking, please Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, disciples came and they were asking blessings from, Kadamkanand Maharaj, which is, he's junior to them, but they know how much wisdom he is carrying in his heart. Even Jadveta Maharaj says, in one of his glorification, he says, one time, Guru Maharaj was struggling to chant 16 rounds, okay? And Jadveta Maharaj came and he said, Maharaj, I order you chant only one bead, not just one round, you chant only one bead. Hare Krishna, I will take as a one round. You chant 16 times Hare Krishna, I will take as a 16 rounds. It is my order as a guru. Can you believe it? If it does to us, how much pleasure we will get? Just 16 times, 16 rounds done, finish. Okay? But he says, Jayadeva Maharaj, thank you so much. Please kindly take your order back. I cannot fulfill this. Yes, I am a disciple, but I am also a guru. I have to set an example in front of my disciples so they can see me and learn. When their time will come, they will do the same thing. And it was taking him 24 hours to finish his 16 rounds. How much struggle he was going through. I mean, cancer everywhere, about to die, no sleep. He was not eating for at least 23, 25 days. And many devotees came and they asked, Maharaj, is there anything we can do for you? Is there any wisdom? So whatever he said to them, he said, I can exactly relate to Bhishma Dev pastime. They were all senior to him, Vyasdev, Narada, but he also came there. They said, please kindly, because whatever the words comes from the mouth of a great saint, it's a great treasure to the audience. We should always be come to the Srimad Bhagavatam class, or any speaker is speaking, no matter, because he's sitting by the blessings of Prabhupada and Krishna here. Because he doesn't speak, the disciplic succession, the Guru Parampara speaks through him. Sometimes, if you have noticed in your life, sometimes we try to hear some great sannyasis, okay, he says so much valuable, but we are not inattentive. I mean, we are not attentive. Doesn't go into our ears. But a local devotee, not a very much experienced in speaking Bhagavatam or sharing knowledge, sometimes he says something else and it becomes a changeover. It becomes a turning point to our spiritual life. My God. I mean, I'm listening to so many Maharaj. It didn't click me. But this local devotee, that's his 5th class or a 1st class, he said something and it became a beneficial to my spiritual life. That's why it is a respect to the speaker. Whoever it is, we should not see whether it's a male or a female or like Vaishnava or a Vaishnavi. Just come and listen because they are sharing the great wisdom. Nityam Bhagavat Seveya. Abhadrani, it removes the abhadra, it removes the inauspicious. That is the blessings of Srimad Bhagavatam being given in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam there. Because everybody, when we hear kind of some bhajan or some prayer we do, at the end of the prayer, it says, ki whoever recite this prayer never takes birth again in this life and so, all the opulences comes, name and fame comes. But Srimad Bhagavatam gives, is called Falashruti. What is the result of a fruit of listening to Srimad Bhagavatam? It has been given in the beginning. So at least a people can desire, or it's their driving force to read. Yes, if I will read, if I will hear Srimad Bhagavatam, what will happen to me? All the abhadras, all the anarthas in my heart, it will be gone away. It's just a matter of time. Krishna sees the sincerity. Krishna sees the presence. Okay, this person has come to see me morning Mangalarti, 7 o'clock in the evening. Whatever time we have, with our sincerity, we must come and give our presence in front of the Lord, especially to Srimad Bhagavatam. Because it's such a beautiful pastime of the Lord. Not even just a pastime, it is there to take us away from this material world. That's what this Srimad Bhagavatam does to us. And these all great rishis, they are not ordinary people. If you see, they have been living here for millions and billions of lifetime. Manu's age, yugas are there. Narada Muni is there for so many lifetimes. In India, Narada Muni has been considered as a joker. If you have watched the serials in our Indian televisions and stuff, he's been seen as a joker, as a mimicry person just to make people laugh. Such a wrong character has been presented about Narada Muni, who is the spiritual master of all the spiritual master on the television by some rascals. Such an insult to a great sage. He's a spiritual master of Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Parachetas, almost he is in every canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And he is a very serious and a grave spiritual master. Okay, it's 10 minutes remaining. I would like to take some question answers. Or if somebody has any comment or any reflection to share upon, please go ahead. Mataji has one question there.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for your class.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
I do want to share before my question that I loved how you were glorifying coming to Srimad Bhagavatam class because it's my favorite thing to do.
Wow.
And so I started, coming a couple, 3 times a week. And now I know, like Prabhupada said, the point of chanting Hare Krishna is to keep chanting Hare Krishna. You get the taste. And for me, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, I always want to hear it. And so I hope people will start coming and that'll happen to them too. My question, Prabhu, is about Bhishma Dev. You mentioned how when the arrows were going into Krishna's body, Lord Krishna was thinking, oh, it's almost like I'm being showered with flower petals. But what was Bhishma Dev feeling as a pure devotee firing those arrows into Krishna's body?
Okay. Bhishma Dev, the pure devotee of the Lord, it could be anybody, but in the question, what you asked me, in the case of Bhishma Dev, Krishna knows the heart of his pure devotee, and pure devotee also knows the heart of his Lord. So it is not that he was unaware of it, because Bhishma Dev was playing a role in the pastime of Lord Krishna. Krishna is the director, he is the producer, he is the actor, he is the script writer. So everybody he gave, okay, this is your script, take it, read it out, and act as per your time. So he gave the script to Pandavas, he gave the script to Draupadi, to everybody. Now the time has come from Bhishma Dev, now you give me a pleasure, it's called Shivlari Rasa. Shivlari Rasa means fighting rasa. Like if you ever have a fighting spirit with your daughter, just a mocking fight to, give her enjoyment, or maybe with your brothers and sisters, it's kind of a pleasure to fight just to check each other's strength. It's only understood by devotees, but outside people, they will not understand this. Like there is a pastime in Canto 8, Samudra Manthan. Okay? There are many reasons it happened. One of the reasons is because Lord felt to be itched by on his back. I say, hang on, what kind of fairy tale story it is? A Lord got an itch on his back. He can ask some of his servants to go and scratch his back. Then why did he create the whole pastime to put a Mandara mountain on his back and everybody is churning, and he's feeling relief. Oh, can you if you tell all this story to the outside world, they will say, what are you guys people doing with your spirituality? Somebody felt, and okay, if he felt, that's fine. Then why did he take up the role of a tortoise? A turtle, Go to the shopping center, get a stick of a bag, scratch your back, finish it off. No, but he created the whole pastime out of it. So that's what it is, Mataji. Because Bhishma Dev knows the heart of the Lord, and Lord also knows the heart of Bhishma Dev. So they were giving pleasure. And this, it's Srila Prabhupada somewhere says in lectures that because only pure devotees can have a good connection with the Lord in eye to eye without speaking. They know what they want. They know what they want and they do reciprocate according to that. And that's what he was doing to, satisfy the will of the Lord. Is there any other question?
Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much, Brahma Prabhu. I especially appreciated the point you made about hearing from whoever is the representative of the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
I heard from Radhika Raman Prabhu. He says there's certain tests he does to check his sincerity in bhakti. And he says one of them is, am I able to sit in the Srimad Bhagavatam class of any speaker and really appreciate it and gain some valuable lesson?
Right. That's right.
So I've taken that on as a principle for myself, that I don't not attend a class because it's a certain speaker. I will go and hear because, as you said, they are representing Srila Prabhupada, Vyasadeva.
Definitely, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And it's a learning for myself also, because I was also struggling many years back, when we are new in the bhakti, when we know few shlokas, few philosophies, and we see, oh, this person came, 3 years after me. Huh, why should I go and listen to him? I can go hear some other swamis. And I have done this, and I tell you what, I was trying to hear this swami, couldn't go anything in my head, because in my mind, I offensed. I made an offense to this devotee. Why should I? Because I preached him. He's going to speak what I told him to speak. So no, it's not right. The right, as you said, because it checks our false ego or our superiority. I've been here for movement for many years. Why should I listen? They're kid to me. No, we are here to listen Srimad Bhagavatam, no matter who is speaking, but that person should be in that disciplic succession, not just open up any YouTube or anything. I just want to add up one more point here, that sometimes devotees, they do struggle in their reading, listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, reading books of Srila Prabhupada. They say, Prabhuji, we do read, but nothing goes in our mind. We don't remember anything. We just forget everything after second day or a week after. So what's the point of reading? So the answer to this question is that I asked this person, I said, do you remember what did you eat 2 weeks back on this day? He said, no, I don't remember what did I eat. Okay, you don't remember what did you eat, but do you think that food has nourished your body? He says, yeah, of course, that's why I'm healthy. It's a similar way. You don't remember what you have read 2 weeks back, but that reading has nourished you as a spirit soul, and he uplifted you spiritually, even though you don't remember externally, but internally it has nourished you. So keep reading. Alrighty? If there is no other comments and questions, so we can stop the class, and tomorrow somebody else will come and speak. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री श्री राधा कालचांद जी की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। But for that, thanks to you, you people allowed me to sit here.
Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Prabhu Premamritam Vanidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priya Priya Karo Nemar Karamu Pujito चैतन्य कृपा भरौ भुवि भुव भारा तारक वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजगौ श्री जीव गोपालक वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजगौ श्री जीव गोपालक कृष्ण कीर्तन गान कीर्तन गान नर्तन परम प्रेम में वीर वीर जन प्रिय प्रिय करो कृपा भरौ श्री चैतन्य कृपा भरौ भुवि भुव मारव अंतरक वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजगौ श्री विचार नहीं सद्धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणां त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं करो धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणां त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणां त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं श्री चैतन्य कृपा बरौ लोकानां हितकारिणां त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं करौ विचारणैकनिपुणं तद्धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणां त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Padara Vindau Madanamritau Radha Krishna Padara Vindau Madana Nandena Mattalika Mande Rupa Sanatanam Raghujugal Sri